Good morning all of you. So today I'll have to start from step 4. Okay, I'm going to start with step 4. So write down the step 4 and under this you write per capita income. Per capita income is the average income of the people of a country in a particular year. Step 4. Now we come to the per capita income. We started with meaning of economic growth, then we have done national income aggregates, then we have done the meaning of the national income aggregate. Now in step 4 we will do the meaning of per capita income, because economic growth is the process of increase in real per capita income. Okay, so come to step 4 and write per capita income is the average income of the people of the country in a particular year. Full stop. And then write the formula of the per capita income. Per capita income is equal to national income divided by population of the country. You have to write national income divided by the population of the country. Okay. So first you have written in step 4 the meaning of per capita income, that is already explained to you people, and the formula of per capita income, that also you know. The formula of per capita income is PCI is equal to national income upon the population of the country. Okay. Now we have studied in chapter in step 3 the meaning of GNP and the meaning of GDP. Meaning of GNP is exactly same as the meaning of national income. Okay, and meaning of GDP is different from the meaning of GNP. Okay, so if the formula of per capita income is equal to national income upon population of the country, and national income is nothing but GNP, so we can also write the formula of per capita income as GNP of a country divided by population of the country. So after the formula, what you people have to write that as national income is nothing but GNP, so now per capita income is defined as national income is nothing but GNP, so per capita income can be defined as, after as give a dash and write per capita income equals to equal sign, formula write down, GNP of a country divided by population of a country. GNP of a country divided by population of a country. Full stop. This much you people have to do in step 4. Okay. In step 4 we have started the meaning of per capita income. We have written the meaning of per capita income. We have written the formula of the per capita income, which is national income upon the population of the country. And we know that national income is nothing but GNP. So we can also write the formula of per capita income as per capita income is equal to GNP of the country divided by population of the country. Full stop. Now, so we got the answer step 4. Write down step 4 we have done. Write step 5. Write down step 5. Under step 5, what you have to write is this, that GNP and GDP, which is the real national income aggregate which help to calculate the per capita income. It is GNP, because GNP is nothing but the national income. So write down the next step, step 5. Write down the next step, step 5. Under this you write in the calculation of national income, in the calculation of economic growth, GNP is the real indicator. In the calculation of economic growth, GNP is the real indicator because GNP help to calculate per capita income, because GNP helps to calculate per capita income. Full stop. This much only in step 5. Now write down step 6. Under step 6, we have to go into the detail of the meaning of economic growth. You see the meaning of economic growth. What is written in the meaning of economic growth? The process whereby the real per capita income, अब per capita income को हमने समझा दिया. पर कैपिटा इनकम को हमने कैसे समझाया? हमने स्टार्ट किया कि पर कैपिटा इनकम इज बेस्ड ऑन नेशनल इनकम ऑफ द कंट्री, क्योंकि पर कैपिटा इनकम का फॉर्मूला क्या है? नेशनल इनकम अपॉन पॉपुलेशन, एंड नेशनल इनकम ऑफ द कंट्री डिपेंड्स ऑन द नेशनल इनकम एग्रीगेट्स. What are the national income aggregates? GNP and GDP. Then we wrote GNP and GDP. Then we told you that under per capita income, GNP is more important because GNP is nothing but national income. Till here we people have completed. Now we need to know under step 6, what do you mean by real? What is real? Per capita income, you know. Per capita income is the average income of the people of the country earned in a year is a per capita income. Okay? What is real per capita income? What do you mean by real? That we need to explain in step 6. So write down step 6. Write down step 6. In the calculation of economic growth, we calculate not the per capita income, but we calculate the real per capita income. What you have to write under step 6, in the calculation of economic growth, we don't calculate the per capita income, but we calculate the real per capita income. But we calculate the real per capita income. Full stop. Real per capita income, after full stop, right? Per capita income in real sense means, per capita income in real sense means it is calculated by considering the changes in the price level. It is calculated by considering the changes in the price level. Real का मतलब ये होता है, हम लोग को सिर्फ per capita income calculate नहीं करना है, हम लोग को real per capita income calculate करना है. Real per capita income तब calculate होता है जब हम लोग per capita income को calculate करते हैं by considering the changes in price level of the country. Because if the price level will change, okay, if the price level of the country will change, definitely it will affect the affect the per capita income. That's why we calculate the real per capita income by considering the changes in price level. That is the meaning of real. So what is the meaning of real? When we calculate the per capita income by considering the changes in the price level of the economy, then it means the real per capita income. Is it clear? Fine. And then the last one, the last step, step number 7. What is the meaning of economic growth? We have written the process. Now we have to explain this process. What do you mean by process? Process means economic growth cannot be achieved in 1 month. Economic growth cannot be achieved in 1 year. Economic growth is a process which started from the beginning of the civilization, which is continued today also, and it is going to continue in the future also. So economic growth is a process whereby, and this process emphasizes that economic growth is a continuous operation. Economic growth is a force which is in operation continuously. That is the meaning of what? Process. So write down under this step. Economic growth is regarded as process because economic growth is the force which is in operation in continuation. Economic growth is a force which is in operation in continuation. Full stop. It is the growth continues for a longer period of time. the growth continues for a longer period of time, that means it is not a system, it is not a state. That means it is not a state, but it is a process. Economic growth is a process. It is a process because it is a force which is in operation continuously, which is continuously operating. Economic growth operates continuously. Is it clear? Full stop. So we have completed the process of economic. We have completed the steps of construction of the process of economic growth. We have completed 7 steps. We have explained the concept of real per capita income. We have explained the calculation of per capita income. We have explained the calculation of real per capita income. We have explained that why economic growth is a process. Economic growth is a process because it is a force which is in operation in continuation. It continues. It never stops. The day economic growth will stop, the economy of the country will collapse. So we cannot even imagine. Right now we are handling this pandemic situation. Here, why the government has decided to start everything? Because the economy was about to collapse. Production was not there. There was no, and if there will be no production, there is no question of economic growth. And if there is no economic growth, your economy is going to collapse. That's why we say the economic growth is a process which is in operation continuously. It was continue earlier, it is continue now, and it is going to continue future. Then only the economy functions. Then only it is possible to have the economic activity. So economic activity depends on the process of economic growth. Economic growth is not a situation. Economic growth is not a state. Economic growth is a force which continue in operation in longer period of time. It must continue in operation. Then only the economy will be able to function. Otherwise, the economy is going to collapse. Full stop. Okay. So today we people have completed chapter number 6, that is economic growth and development. Under this chapter, I started with the concept of economic growth and economic development. Then I gave you the meaning of economic growth and economic development with certain points. Then we have done the difference between economic growth and economic development. And today I have completed the steps in the construction of economic growth that we people have completed. So we have completed chapter number 7. Okay, now in my next video, I'm going to start statistics portion. Okay, 1 chapter of the statistics I'm going to start. 2 chapters I've completed of economic theory. One is the solution of economic problem, and other is the economic growth and economic development. Next I'm going to start 1 chapter of the civics. Okay, for today only this much. Thank you, children.